I'm going to try to make this video here kind of fast. It is now Thursday, January 14th, 2016, and let's see, it's 8:24 p.m. New York time, 8:25 almost, and it's actually about 9:30 in the morning here in the Philippines. It's kind of noisy outside. It usually is in the mornings. So I just, want to make that disclaimer real quick because I'm going to try to get this video in. Anyhow, yeah, I've got more profit, and this is the one that I wanted to, actually, I want to use this video here to kind of explain something. Actually, I'm $380 up now. I started back in this, I was like 2,800 and something. I was holding out on one when I lost the internet connection, so I kind of lost on the swap. It did end up taking profit though, but I did lose on the swap because I held it out so long. There was a couple of times there where I could have closed it out with a little bit of a loss. I didn't, but the swap kept going up, so I lost roughly what, about oh gosh, I flunked math, $62, something like that. But anyways, and then I had one that hit my stop loss where I had set it, but it bounced down and hit my stop loss, and that's a big problem because it seems like if you do your stop losses the way they recommend you do it, you're going to lose more than you win, because these things will bounce down or up or whatever and then turn around and go right back in the direction that it was going to begin with. So they just basically took your money. I set my stop losses kind of high. I say this a lot, so I don't really recommend that. Here, this one here, I've got it set at 251 pips for a take profit, and then my stop loss is set at 754 pips, which, if it bounces up there and hits my stop loss, I'm going to lose $113. If I take profit, I'm only going to profit $37.65. So if you hit one stop loss, when you do it like that, you hit one stop loss, it could cancel out, 3, 4, 5, 6 wins, because it just really depends. Because part of my strategy is to, I try to at least get 200 pips. If I don't think I can get 200 pips out of it, which would be 20 pips, the way a lot of people count with the imaginary decimal point. But yeah, if I can't get at least 200 pips out of it, then it's not really worth it, because at that point you're just kind of scalping. But you can do that, but my strategy here works pretty well with at least 200. So it's all explained in my program there. And one other thing I wanted to mention here, because if you look, I've got one loss here, and the rest of them are all wins. They're all take profits. And then, like I said, if it bounces up and hit my stop loss, I could cancel out about 3, 4, even 5 of these, but some of them are kind of significant. This one here, that's why I try to at least get 200. If I can't get 200, if I don't think I can get 200 pips out of it, I'm not going to fool with it, because the stop loss could get me. And there, here's one that I knew was pretty sure. So a couple of them, $20 profits. So those were right at 200 pips. And these ones that are higher, like this one's $40. There was just one $50 there, and there's $53. Those are more than 200 pips, or 20 pips, counting the imaginary decimal point. So, anyways, I want to try to explain that. In that sense. So if this does go up and hit my stop loss, it could knock out some of this profit I had. But that's okay. I'm $380 up on the month, and it's middle of the month. It's 14th now. So yeah, and there's another thing I wanted to explain too, and I've talked about this in my other videos, but I'm going to go back over it real quick. These kids outside playing and the dogs. So I'm going to pause this just 1 second. Okay, I can see that this noise is not going to subside. So real quick here, when it gets into consolidation mode, I talk about that, and that's what, my settings for my envelopes, however you want to say it, that helps me, because this week has actually been pretty good for trading, and I'm just getting back into this. And so as you're getting back into it, or you're getting into it, to start with, you'll learn which direction these things are headed, and they could take a turn. I mean, at any moment this thing could go, all of a sudden go up. But when it's in consolidation mode, that's when you kind of gotta watch out. And I'm trying to find one here real quick. This would be kind of considered consolidation, but it's moving up. But consolidation is where it's just kind of going up and down, kind of flatlining. Just kind of going straight across. Flatlining. That's when you want to kind of stay out of it. And some of these, like this, will be kind of considered consolidation, because see right here, it's right in the middle of my envelopes. So according to the way I read these things, there's no way I would take a trade out on that Euro USD right now. And USD Swiss franc, same way. I wouldn't take a trade out on that right now, because it's right in the middle of my envelopes, and that's not part of my strategy. I do trade the 4-hour chart. I do look at the daily chart and kind of see where it's going, because see, according to this, it's actually been going up. And if you look at the 4-hour chart, it's kind of in consolidation. So you can kind of look at those two charts and see, but my strategy works the best on the 4-hour chart. I kind of stay away from the 1 hour and 30-minute. You can look at the 1-hour chart. And this is indicating that it could be going down. This is indicating it could be going down. But it's a little risky, so unless you're scalping, I would stay away from it. I like to try to hit the long term, because sometimes I get 200 pips, but it might take a whole day to do it. So it's just a matter of that. And I'll say again, I haven't seen anybody post videos where they look at their account history and you see all this green like that. That's all profit. Even this one here, $28.81. I took profit on that. And whenever you close an order out and take profit, it doesn't turn green. But when it hits your take profit, it turns green right there. If it hits a stop loss, it turns red, like that. So anyways, that's it for this video. And pick up a copy of my program. This is one strategy. I'm teaching one strategy, and that is it. That's all you need, is one strategy. Bouncing around from strategy to strategy ain't gonna work. You will lose money. And don't forget to pick up a copy of the Codex of Money. Have a good day.